All right, mic check, mic check. We are back in the game again. Not bad. Let's go ahead and get in there. Get this done. What's up, everyone? My name is Brentley, and welcome to Wicked Minis. Going into another new video all on the same day. I figured that, I'll have to cut and edit that other previous video and probably shorten it a little bit more. But that was literally transferring all our GW paints from the pots into actual twist tops. This is nice. I need to get another agitator so I can put an agitator in this one too. Be kind of nice to kind of break it up a little bit. But so now we're gonna actually work on the Skorpekh Lord. We're actually just good because I don't have a whole lot of time, and we spent a lot of time transferring pots to twist tops. We're gonna just break this down to just doing base coat, mid-tone, and highlight. And then I think like the next Sunday we'll do glow blades, glow guns, stuff like that. Because let alone that we need the Rune Lord brass canoptic alloy, we're gonna need something a little bit brighter too. We're gonna need a silver of some kind mixed into that to give us our highlights. I should probably put highlights and edge highlights, but I guess they'll be the same thing. Highlights and edge highlights. So let's go ahead and just rock this. We're gonna fire up our air compressor. I know a lot of people you can either invest into an air compressor or you can lay it down on a brush. It's entirely up to you, but a lot of times it's just a faster picker-upper to finish up your models in a little bit faster pace. That's about it. And great smooth transitions. While that thing's filling up and pumping up with air, we're gonna sit there and start taking our new transferred Rune Lord brass, which is a beautiful color. What's up, Go For It Painting? How you doing? I figured that the first video would be a good video just by itself. I just need to cut and edit it and kind of shorten it up a little bit. I think that'll be a good video. Now we're gonna sit here and do mid-tones, base coat, mid-tones, and highlights on this guy. The Skorpekh Lord. Okay, that's better. Now, let's go and play around with our new paints. So we transferred 3 bottles. Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing? I did the first video of transferring GW pot paint into twist top paints, and we did it pretty accurately. And then I closed that video out today, and then we're just gonna lay down base coat, mid-tones, and highlights on this one. And then next Sunday we'll do the blades and stuff, all the glowy parts. We're gonna stick this dude on something here. Now we're actually gonna paint a model this time. Last time we didn't get a chance to paint the model. We're too busy transferring paints. Which is a good thing that we did too, because not even. I'm gonna paint on my butt and slide together, legs. And a stinker. All right. Blow off a little bit of this dust. Dusty. I live in a desert. It's very dusty. Trying to get this thing to stir up. GW was thick. Oh yeah, that's way better. Vortex mixer works so good. This is a big bottle of paint. And I can see it changing all the colors, like it's stirring it really good. Perfect. Because there was kind of some layers when differency in colors when I was mixing one to the other. Because we have 3 different pots in here of Rune Lord brass. But it looked like each one had like a slight different shade than the other one. And then now it's all going to be mixed into one solid color here. Okay. Go ahead and start pouring some Rune Lord brass in here. Beautiful. Came out all smooth. Alright, now we're gonna need a little bit of flow improver. Let's see here. You bought a ton of Rune Lord brass last year? Didn't need that much. I had 3 bottles, so I had 3 pots myself. Didn't need as much as I thought. Yeah, I think that would be the actual paint scheme that we're doing. Is the Scar, how you say that? The Scarskin scheme. Let me see here. Yeah, it'd be the Scarskin dynasty. Cause I already did one that was the Novak scheme. Nice. Zarkon? Is that how you do it? Zarkon? That is somehow ended up on last week's stream? Unless you were here when we were... You were here when we were doing the transfer of the paints, right? So I closed that one down because that was just good enough for it being just the way it is. Oh, nice. So you got a little commission work you got to do? Alright. This stuff is so cool because it gives you... When you airbrush this thing, it looks like you did rose gold on this. It is a beautiful color. This is so pretty. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm more than sure. I'm pretty sure you're Tavon, right? Yeah. Pretty sure. You gotta go into your settings and change your name into your actual Twitch name. Make things a little easier. Yeah, so Dragoon, I sat there and I figured that that was a short enough film just to do the transfers of the GW paint and actually start getting started on this one on a separate video. So people don't just click on this and just watch for 45 minutes of me tracking down paints as I was using the GW and transferring before I even work on the actual model itself. Such a cool color. This thing definitely has a really cool color. Kind of depends on how light you want to go. If you want to go that light like on the tip of that, or go a little bit more heavy into this to make it more gold-ish. That is a really neat color. Really dig it. Nice. Oh, gotcha. All right, buddy. Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's kind of weird because it'll dry and have little lighter spots than others, but that is a beautiful color. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Go ahead and drop some of this paint out. Okay, now we're gonna sit here and go into Canoptic Alloy. I need to hit this on the Vortex mixer. I gotta make sure that one of my other bottles gets empty to take the agitator out and put it into this one, because I don't have any glass agitators or plastic agitators. Okay, now we're gonna start working up this mid-tone. Still with the Rune Lord brass. And then we're putting the canoptic alloy in there to kind of get a mid-tone in here. I don't know if it's actually going to give me what I want. Or I just have to go straight up canoptic alloy. Probably be better if I did that. Because there's really not much difference between that and that. That's almost like a mid-tone in itself. And then the highlight, we'll have to add silver to it. And then it just kind of depends if we're gonna put the canoptic armor shade. I don't know if we should put that in there or not. Because I think it's just a shader, right? So it's almost kind of like a wash. Is that what Citadel shade is? I don't even know what stuff is. I just know I got a lot of it. But it's like washy, like Nuln oil. But then also it says gloss on there too, so it probably makes it like super glossy. Not quite sure. No, canoptic alloy was a something. I think it was a layer paint. And then I have the cryptic armor shade. And this one here is like really washy. But the canoptic alloy though was like a layer paint or something. Cause it was thick. Oh man, that came out of nowhere. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. Man, I can lose an eyeball sneezing that hard. Oh, it's so terrible too. I sneeze that hard and I get an eye twitch. Oh. Not sure if I'm going to be making a difference here, but we're going to see. Trying to just keep it in one direction. I know it's kind of hard to tell because it's just so shiny everywhere. Maybe I need that armor shade. See what happens when we mess around with the armor shade. I don't think I'm gonna brush it on. What happens if I sprayed it on? Will it just mess everything up? I do not know. Do not know. I wonder if I could take the armor shade, put it in the airbrush, and then kind of shoot underneath here. Like shoot up. Like this direction underneath. So we can actually get like a... I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, let me see if I got everything out of here. Looks good so far. Now let me go and stir this thing up. See what I can do with this shade. I wonder if I can use it as an airbrush and through the airbrush because it's super thin. And see if I can actually like shoot a shade, like shadows. I need a little yeah, whatever you call them, little pepiques. Models down, models down. Tyranid is taking a beat down. So this one, poor guys. Poor Tyranids. Need a peak, whatever you call them. Make sure that I don't know if these are, can't tell what these things are new or not. I don't know if I ever dipped into these or not. That looks like it's brand new. That's brand new. Guess we'll just cross our fingers and hope it's this one. Dude, this stuff's like dark. Okay. Just have to get, oh, this comes right out of the airbrush. Is perfect. Super dark, real dark. Okay, let's see if we can actually shoot this up in the like the undercarriage. Turn down the air pressure real quick off my nectar here. Look at that. That's nice. I think I got something going here. Actually, technically, this whole thing can probably get sprayed and then go right back to the proper colors to... Yeah, let's do that. So it seems like this is the color that you want to put on after you do the Rune Lord Brass. Then this is actually like your true base coat, because look how dark this gets. Crazy how dark this gets. But it does lay out smoothly with that airbrush though, like raw. Alright, so let's do this. So we can get this all down into the nooks and crannies here. Oh, I like this. This stuff is extremely dark. So we're actually going to be using this. So what we need to do is go Rune Lord Brass, hit it with the Canoptic Armor shade, go back to Rune Lord Brass and build up all our midtones. And this should be your base color, but you couldn't paint this over black, I don't think. But this is nice. It comes out of an airbrush. This shade comes out really nice through an airbrush. Like, look how smooth that is. And it's like shooting an ink out. Very nice. Oof. 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 This comes out so dark. Nice. This is crazy. Look how dark this thing gets. Alright. Nice. Not a half bad friggin' base coat here. Alright. He's just like, it looks good. And it keeps getting darker too, so you got to be careful like how many shades of color you're gonna put on this, because it's like you can almost turn this thing black. And that's how dark this stuff is. Alright, before I get any too crazier on that, let's keep that, put these things back. Got. Let's go and rinse this out. Let's go back to the Rune Lord again. This is like perfect, so we're like working on what's going to be our base tone. This is definitely the base coat you want to start with. It's the darkest out of the bunch, but I don't think you can paint that over top of primer, because I don't think it's going to show. So you're going to have to do Rune Lord Brass, then back to the Canoptic Armor shade, or the Cryptic Armor shade. And then go back to Rune Lord Brass as your mid-tone, and then Canoptic Alloy as your highlight. And then we'll edge highlight with like Canoptic Alloy with like a silver or something. Nice. I like this. I don't paint a whole lot with G-Nut paint, so, but that's like an awesome base coat. Like, that's cool. I like that. That's a good color. That's a heck of an armor shade. That's beyond an armor shade. I have a bunch of. Okay, now let's go back into Rune Lord Brass. Because then this will definitely be a whole lot brighter on top of this color. Be a little bit more specific because it's going to be kind of like a mid-tone. Oh yeah, by far. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my airbrush up high. And it's like kind of right where I see everything that's kind of. Look at that. See how I'm brightening it up right there? There we go. And underneath is still gonna stay dark. Nice. Alright. So now that's how we came up with the dark. Okay, now we got the mid-tone as the Rune Lord brass. So let's go ahead and rinse this all out and go in the Canoptic alloy and get the highlights in. I'm gonna keep a little bit of that Rune Lord brass in there so we can get a little bit of a transition here. A little bit of this. Don't need a lot. However, just a little bit of flow improver. Since I already put a lot of airbrush medium into this mix, don't need a whole lot more because I transferred it out of the pots into here. But if you're gonna go to pot into the airbrush, then you're gonna have to kind of really work on trying to get it to come out of the airbrush, thinning it down properly. Lots of bubbles. Yep. Now we're going to be a little bit more specific.
A mini egg and bacon burrito.
There we go. That's looking really stellar there. There we go. So it's still nice and dark in the under parts. Nice and bright on the outside parts. I like it. We're going to keep it that way. Clean out my airbrush real quick, and everything else is just gonna be painting the goods. I'm gonna sit here and just start knocking out edge highlights because that's pretty much everything that we got right there. Base tone, that was awesome. Just gotta keep on remembering that when we work on Necrons, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of Necrons. We got lots of them to do. Okay. Good. Doing great. So many crazy different kind of colors we got going on here, and it's like nice and dark, bright on the tops. Now we're gonna sit here and we're gonna work on that. Now we're gonna work on edge highlights. Let's go ahead and open up shop. paint everywhere on this thing. Now we're gonna take something bright, maybe like a heavy metal. Probably go even brighter. Like a Terminator with 3 crazy looking arms. Okay, and then we're gonna have to mix this with the Canoptic alloy. G-dub, so I'm gonna lay this out first. Okay. Try with the heavy metal first from scale 75. See if this will actually brighten up that Canoptic alloy to a point where we can have a definitive edge highlight that will be different than the rest. See if this will do it. One of my brushes. This is just a nice number 1. See how this works. See if this will actually give me an edge highlight that I'm after. It would, but it's so bright right now, we're not going to be able to do anything with it. So what we're going to do now, give this a minute to dry. We'll give this thing a full wash. We're going to do an oil wash. We're going to tone all this thing down, make it where it's not so shiny. And then give that a minute to dry, and then we'll probably edge highlight over the wash. So we're gonna sit here and do a multi-black. The reason I'm doing multi-black instead of brown is so it can define all the areas that I need with the black, and it's gonna tone this down so it's not just this big shiny ray of lighting of bright colors. But I have to make sure it's still like slightly tacky from us spraying on it, so I still got to give it a minute to dry. While I'm waiting for that, I'll be right back. Gotta take a little bit of a break. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Munching and crunching on some apples right now. Still waiting for this thing. Still slightly tacky, but alright, so we're gonna be sitting here doing Mr. Hobby, Mr. Weather Coloring, multi-black. You need the two-part, you need the solvent as well. I put that in a, poured it from the big ol' 100 and whatnot milliliter bottle, 110 milliliter bottle of the solvent. I pour a little bit into the twist top. And so now let's go and start applying an oil wash on this. Definitely need it down. That's filling in all the nooks and crannies with the black, because he does have a lot of chipped and beat up pieces of metal on him. But I need something to kind of tone down all this bright coloring that we got on here, all this shininess that we got. And the thing about this wash, it dries matte, so it'll kind of tone down this shiny glossiness that we got off of this. Nice. Now it's gonna be a great opportunity when this is all dry, and then we can actually put some edge highlights on this thing. Now let's give this a minute to dry on that end. That should tone everything down. I put it on a very thin coat, kind of like you're doing like Nuln Oil or whatnot. So this thing here is going to shade this thing down by a touch, because it is extremely bright and it's hard to tell what I'm doing under the camera. And it was hard to put the edge highlights on there, just because it's so shiny that I'm just putting more shininess on there. Oh, oil wash takes a few minutes for it to dry. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything away. Everything kind of settled real good on here. I just needed to dry fully, and then we can sit there and start doing edge highlights. And then that should kind of wrap us up. I was planning on doing kind of a quick video and get this thing done. I just didn't know exactly what was going to happen with the colors that we use, because I haven't used GW paint in a long time. And then pretty much everything else that we're going to do is just little accent pieces, and then doing the glow blades, the glow on the gun, glow on the arm, glow eyes, just kind of have things just glowy on them. Not a whole lot you got to do on this dude. Like glow tubes. Like we can technically almost use everything GW because we can use the technicals also. Well, everything else, except for the blade though, we're gonna have to do our own greens and stuff to get the blades going. Almost fell off my paint handle. This is gonna be perfect for doing edges. I can already see like the tone of it changing. It's getting darker. I wish I had more Necrons prepped and ready. I didn't prep enough Necrons. Only just prepped this Necron because I thought I was going to be working on it, but didn't think I was going to go into an oil wash so soon. All my other Necrons in here, they're not primed yet. What to do? What to do? I don't know what to do right now. I'm like stuck. Stuck. These are like really cool colors though. Yeah, so this thing, so it would have to go a Rune Lord brass first. Right. Then you have to do the cryptic armor shade. Then you have to go back into Rune Lord brass. Hit it with canoptic ore alloy. And then you're just gonna need a silver, which it could be a GW silver. I don't even know if I have a GW silver. I just knew that this guy was just available and ready for me. I just took some heavy metal from scale 75, but any kind of GW that has a bright silver, mix it with a canoptic alloy, and that's what we're gonna be using for our edge highlights as soon as this thing's done. Plus I did the oil wash on here, and that's why it's taking so long. This might take so long that I might have to just shut down for now. Then pick it up on next stream. And then do the edge highlights. And the accent fills. Because this might take another 15 minutes for it to dry at best. Now let's do that, and then I'll just cut and edit the videos and take all this waiting nonsense out of it, and then it'll be a short video as well. That was like extremely fast that we did that. I wasn't expecting to go that fast. But I have to say that this stuff is extremely dark. But it does make a really awesome color. See that? You can see that darker shade underneath here, like. Then it goes up brighter when we get to the top. Got it too close. There we go. See it being so dark underneath there. That looks so cool. For your base. But I'm going to have to wait for this dry. It'll take like another 15-20 minutes for this to dry. So I'm probably just going to have to stop it here. So I guess base coat, midtones, and highlights worked perfect. And then we'll do edge highlights, block fill accents, and possible glow on the blades. And then this dude will be like done. Like Necrons are super fast. Let's do that. Let's do that. have like 2 little fast little videos. Maybe I don't know how long a short needs to be. Probably less than 15 minutes or whatnot, but probably make some shorts. Anyways, thank you guys. Do appreciate it. Like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. Be awesome. Need more of you guys. Love to have more of you guys. Making content every Sunday on YouTube Live. I'm gonna start cut and edit these ones, so they'll be live and also on like regular videos or whatnot. Shout out to the sponsors above. You can use those in the command chat, or you can go over to my Discord, !Discord. Link and stuff will be in the descriptions if you see this afterwards. Go over to my Discord. It'll be over in my sponsor affiliate links. You can go check out my Wicked store. Still got some really cool, awesome custom dice if you guys are interested. Nice and green goes well with Necrons, as you can tell. Goes along with Death Guard as well. But other than that, I'm just gonna make like really short videos on these Necrons because they go by so quick. So I'm gonna make it, re-edit this thing of base coat, midtones, highlights, and an oil wash. And then the next one would be glow blades, glow pieces, accents, edge highlights, and we should be actually done with this thing. So this thing's actually gonna go by a lot quicker. Like Necrons are like da-da-da-da-da-da. Paint by numbers goes by quick with Necrons. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming hanging out with me. We did 2. We did the mixtures of GW going into twist tops, ended it, started a new one, Skorpekh Lord, base coat, mid-tone highlights, and I have to just put a oil wash on the end there. And then we'll take up part 2 and finish up the rest of the guy. It's just that I would finish them all up, but I have to wait for that oil wash, and that's like another 20 minutes, and I didn't prep myself to do another miniature. So I'll make sure to remember that next time. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you follow over on this stream, or follow over on this channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Till then, have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, as we're going to be working tomorrow over on Twitch, as we're working on the White Scar Kasaro Khan, and we're going to finish him up on Monday. So Monday over on Twitch. That'll be in the description below. !Twitch in the command. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time. Till then, take care.